Hey guys, I'm back again and I have for you today a review of Have You Met Nora? I was sent this book for review from Wonderkind PR that represents Nicole Blades, the author. And as soon as I was offered this possibility, I grabbed it because of the subject matter of this book. And the main subject of this book is passing. Now, if you don't know what passing means, that's when an African-American person who looks like they're white passes themselves off as being white, tells everyone that they're white when in fact they're actually African-American. Okay, I'm going to read a little bit about what the book is about. She's blossomed from a wealthy surgeon's beautiful daughter to elegant socialite to being the top fashion stylist in the country. And Nora McKenzie is only days away from marrying into one of New York's richest, most powerful families. But her fairy tale rise is rooted in an incredible deception, one scandal away from turning her perfect world to ashes. What no one knows is that Nora is the biracial daughter of a Caribbean woman and a long-gone white father. Okay, I'm going to stop there. Because if I go any further, and if you read the Goodreads description, you will be spoiled. So I would suggest not reading that and just listening to what I have to say. Firstly, the book has a lot of great characteristics. One of the first ones is its writing. Very well written, very well constructed, the story. The little crumbs are laid out very well throughout the story to keep you interested. Now, the other good things about it are the characters. So let's start with Nora. Nora is a very unlikable character. Hated her. This young woman is pretending to be white, trying to hide her background. And not only that, she's written in a way for her to be very credible in the life that she's living. Although yet, from time to time, and I think it's the way Nicole Blades writes Nora, she has some little African-American undertones here and there throughout the story, which no one seems to notice. And I think that is mostly because people are taken by her physical appearance, which is she is very white skinned. She has green eyes. She has blonde hair. It's very straight. And people are more taken by that and they're not looking at anything else. And I think that's quite common. You know, we are overtaken by what we see more than what we hear. The other characters in the book, you have flashbacks to her family life. So with the Bourdains and with her Caribbean mother who is, the maid, the cleaner, the cook, whatever. And you have the life with Dr. Bourdain and Mrs. Bourdain. And so those flashbacks are a way for us as the reader to know the reality of who Nora is. So without this, we would only know what everybody else, what all the other characters know about Nora know. And of course, it helps piece together a little bit of why Nora's personality is the way it is and why she does what she does. Now that it doesn't always explain why she does what she does. And even in some cases, we can question, why is she doing this? Okay, the story is set today. We know that because of all of the pop culture references that throughout the story. So here's my question. So is passing a thing? I mean, are people still doing that today? Let me know. I don't know. I don't know anyone personally that's passing them. But yeah, so as we go on with the characters, we then have her team that help her with her fashion business. They are a group of 20-somethings working together with Nora, and one in particular is really interesting is Ollie, who is half Asian and half Jamaican. I don't think Ollie would be very happy to find out that Nora is actually African American and is actually hiding who she is. It's really tough to read, I think, sometimes when you see that, because you can see she's thoroughly unhappy with who she is, because it almost feels like she's not going to get something because she's African American. But that's something difficult for me as an African American to understand, because I like being African American. I'm proud of being African American, and I can't imagine anybody not being proud of their culture and who they are. Now, the other good aspects of the book are, as you see the conflict, because the main conflict of the book is when Nora's classmate from high school comes back and starts to blackmail her, because her classmate, Dawn, knows that she's really black. So it's when the blackmailing is when the book starts to get a little more interesting. Some people may think that it's cruel beyond belief, but I think when you start to read more of the book, you start to understand why Dawn is doing it. Everything makes more sense. Next thing I can talk about is the fact that I was stunned by what she would do, what Nora would do to keep her secrets. I mean, floored. So as we get to the end of the book, and the ending for me felt like it was not completely resolved. So it felt more like, the ending felt more like an ending of a short story than a full-length novel ending. And I don't know if it's because Nicole Blades was going for an ending that would leave a slight opening for a future part 2 or something, or if she left that opening like that because she wanted to make it as "and life goes on." Be that as it may, still read the book. It's a great 3-star read. Very quick read, because I read this in 3 days or 2 days or something like that. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. This would make an excellent book for a book club, because wow, the subject matter is one that could be discussed in a book club very easily. And if the book club was mixed, that is in race, in culture, and in age, it would make the discussion even richer. The good thing about this book is at the end, there are discussion questions. Now, I went over the discussion questions and I thought that they were very good, because the beauty about this book is there's a lot of opening to interpretation for some of the aspects of the book. And I think when there's openings to interpretation, it makes for better book club discussion. And this one is one of them. Now, it's true, passing is not a subject that a lot of people know about that aren't American. It's not something that you really talk about maybe in other cultures, but in American culture, it's been prevalent and evidently is still prevalent. So with that, I'm going to now tell you a little bit more about Nicole Blades. I'm going to be looking down to read here. It says, Nicole Blades launched her journalism career working at Essence Magazine, co-founded the online magazine She Networks, and worked as an editor at ESPN and Women's Health. Her essays have been featured in the New York Times, Cosmopolitan, Women's Health, MarieClaire.com, WashingtonPost.com, Health, Self, and BuzzFeed. Blades can be heard co-hosting her weekly podcast, Hey Sis, and lives in Connecticut with her husband and their son. So this is a picture of Nicole Blades right here. Let's see if I can let you. Yeah, right there. Okay. Now, yeah, I would definitely, tell you to pick it up. I will link all of Nicole Blades' information down below, so that if you'd like to check her out in more depth, or if you'd like to check out more about the book Have You Met Nora, the links and everything will be below. Thank you again to Wonderkind PR for letting me review this book. All right, that's all I have for you today. Bye.